In this question, we're hearing about a circle with endpoints at 4, 3, and 8, 6. So let's just imagine for a second what a circle like that would look like with those given endpoints. And so if we go to 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, then we're right here. And 8, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6. And that's right here. And so let's go ahead and put a circle right in that space there. And that's kind of the circle that this question is talking about. Now, r in the circle equation is the radius. So this equation here, you absolutely should know by heart. And so you should know that if the question is asking you for r, it's asking you for the radius of the circle. Now, what we have is the diameter. In other words, this line here is going across the circle and is passing through the center. And if we can find the length of the diameter, we can cut that in half to find the length of the radius, because that's the relationship between the diameter and the radius. Now, if this is 4, 3, and this is 8, 6, we can find the length of any diagonal segment on an XY plane by using the Pythagorean theorem. At Grateful, we're not big fans of the distance formula. The distance formula is what you get when you plug points into the Pythagorean theorem. So the way we see it, why not just use the Pythagorean theorem? So we can imagine that there is a right triangle of which that diameter is the hypotenuse. So we've got our right triangle. We know that the horizontal leg length of this right triangle is 4. How do we know that? Because it's going from an x value of 4 to an x value of 8. It's going over by 4. Next, we know that the vertical leg has a length of 3, and we know that because it's going from a height of 3 to a height of 6. That's a distance of 3. So if we do want to plug that into the Pythagorean theorem, that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared, we can say 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. Well, how did I know why it's 5? I'll tell you that in a sec. But 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. 9 plus 16 is c squared. 25 is c squared, square root of both sides. And c is 5. So we just found out the length of the diameter is 5. Half of that to get the radius. Now, by the way, the whole c, that was the diameter. So half of the diameter is the radius, and it would be 2.5. Half of 5 is 2.5. And now, how did we know without really having to do the Pythagorean theorem that the hypotenuse was going to have a length of 5? It was the 3, 4, 5 right triangle. That's just a combination of side lengths for right triangles that you should know, in addition to the other common one, which is the 5, 12, 13 right triangle. But here the answer is 2.5.